Making caution work for you. That's the topic of this video for I Thought Wealth. There are times when you can be very aggressive. You need not worry about anything. The markets will be moving one way and anything you buy appreciates faster than you expect it to. In fact, you can't even wait to buy. We saw such a phase in the past 2 years. But slowly, it appears that the markets are turning. The markets are turning faster than we expect. Why is this happening? This is happening because the global macros are turning and the response to global macros is actually accelerating. While we all know that macros had changed a lot in the last 2 years and we knew that there was a need for a response, the response has actually been delayed. Because the response was delayed, many of us started to believe that there may not be a need for a strong response. Now, we know for sure that the way central banks like the Federal Reserve are going to respond to global macros and the challenges that they pose will be very aggressive. We know that this response will need to be there for a longer time than we earlier imagined, and we know that when central banks go out of the way to improve the macros, stock markets will have to factor those in. For a very long time, the markets refused to believe this, so we didn't factor it in. Now, when we know that it is here to stay, that hard measures will have to be taken, then we need to quickly adapt. That is what the latest meeting of the Federal Reserve and the messaging by the Governor Powell have led us to. So there is a need for caution, and this caution should work for us. So you need to make it work. So the way in which you deploy caution, bring it into your investing and make it work all the time has to be very carefully thought through, and you need to do two things. On the one side, you need to continue investing. On the other side, you must make sure that you are investing in the right places. This also means that you may have to leave some places where you already are invested in to move to a safer place. This is how I believe that you can start this whole initiative of making caution to work for you. This means you need to slow your investing down. You cannot impulsively react to every idea you hear, every tip you get, every tweet you read, and every handle you follow. You can't do that. Instead, you should recognize the need to start thinking on your own. Maybe you will take some inspiration from somewhere, but you won't blindly accept what you see. You will do your own investigation, invest your time first, and arrive at conviction which you can claim as your own. Borrowed conviction is out, because if that person who lent you the conviction is wrong, you are going to face very serious consequences from here. That's the most important thing in how you will create caution and make it work for you. The next point is how you execute your decisions. Earlier, if you felt like buying a stock, you bought it in a day. Now, you should buy it in a rehearsed manner, gradually, incrementally. With every correction, you need to buy more. You need to parallelly raise your conviction before you buy more in a stock. So, the time taken to build an investment position itself has to be much longer now than it was in the last 2 years. That's another way of bringing caution and making it work for you. Lastly, you should not try to make quick money right now. You should not look for trades, because a lot of people who hunt for trades end up failing in the trade, and a failed trade eventually becomes an investment that sits in your portfolio for a very long time doing nothing. So, you end up blocking your capital for investment by doing bad trades. This is strictly avoidable right now. So, if you are habituated to making successful trades in the past 2 years, you have to walk out of that habit. Effectively, in order to make caution to work for you, you need to change yourself. You need to change your process. You need to change your investment approach. You need to see how you can do your ideation in a more responsible and gradual manner. You also need to control your impulse. Effectively, your journey towards being a responsible and cautious investor cannot wait. You need to embark on the journey, and you need to ensure that you make the journey successfully and comfortably. Thank you for watching this video.